Alrighty, here's another Lego tutorial from JAYSTEPHER here, and some of you have been asking me, how do I build one of my custom Lego houses? I'm actually going to show you. And we're going to do it from the ground up. So I'm actually going to build a full-size Lego house. First thing we got to start with is base plates. And of course we've all have these, maybe a couple of these, or some of these little tiny ones. Now they do make those 15 by 15 inch base plates, but I do not have one. So I'm actually going to piece one together out of these scrap pieces that I have. So let's kind of get started here. So I'm just going to make me a base plate for my house. And of course, that's where we want to start at. Now, in addition to that, now everybody was asking me, how do I start my house? I usually use these type of plates. They're just 1x plates. This is a 1x10, 1x8, 1x6, 1x4, 1x3, a 1x2, and a 1x1. Now, if you're lucky to find one of these little angle things, corner plate, you're good. So then you got those right there. And this is what we're going to be using for the Lego house. As to lay out the floor plan of it. Kind of like a footer of a real house. And you don't have to use these, but when I start putting in the floor, the tile floors, kitchen cabinets, and stuff like that, these are a lot easier to use. So let's actually get started. The first thing I'm going to do is figure out what I'm going to do with my house. How am I going to build it? So one of the things I am going to build is I'd like to build me a nice, I don't know, maybe a two-story house. Maybe, I'm not sure if I'm going to build a two-story or one-story yet, but one thing we need to do is establish how we're going to do it. The first thing I want to do, I want to build a two-car garage, and I want to put the garage kind of back here, but it's going to be attached in the main house here, kind of like just a traditional American-style home. So one of the things I'm going to start with, let's figure out where I'm going to start putting the house at. Bad idea is to start at this very edge here. I never do that because my house will never be this big. I mean, I could, it'd just be kind of silly. So one of the things I am going to do is I'm going to start building the layout of the house. Now also it's very useful, actually grab maybe a 1x4 block, several of these as a matter of fact. Any color would be fine, just to lay out the windows and doors. Because I want to know how to do my doors and windows. You know, just to put them where I want to know where they're going to be at. So, let's get started laying out the layout of the house. Alright. So, I got some of these pieces. I'll be using this for the garage. I will show you how to build the actual garage door, because everybody's asking about garage doors, bathrooms, kitchens, so I'm going to do the works. I don't really care much about building the backyard. It can be done. I can just get more base plates and do that. So, let's get started. One thing I'm going to do is just keep let's go 2x2s. I want to build at least a decent house on this. Let's start off with the corner piece here at the very top corner. And kind of work our way around. Since I'm not using a big giant base plate, I have to offset some of these pieces. So I'm starting where the garage is going to be at, which is going to be right here. So I'm just going to start setting in pieces. Coming right about here. Now, I'm going to do something different. I actually want to build a regular two-car garage. I've seen one-car garages, which are just fine and dandy, but I think it'd be better if I built an actual two-car garage with two separate doors. That's very easy to do. one of the things you got to do is you got to figure out what you're going to use for your hinge. Well, I usually use these, and I like to build everything inside. Unlike the regular Lego Creator kits, which are just, I don't know why they do some of the corny things they do in those, but I need to find me a 1x3 base plate and put it here. Alright, so we got the 2x3 plate. Now, most Lego cars are usually 6 units wide. So, let's see if I can find me a 6-unit block, at least something with 6 units. Let's use that blue one. That car is going to come in there like that. So this is going to be the centerpiece, because we're going to have to attach the hinge to the door. So there we go. Now this in here will be tiled, so I'm not really worrying about what this is going to look like here. So we're going to come in, and one of the things I want to do, and I'm going to put lights, just fake little lights on the front of my house. So I think what I'm going to do is come in here and do this. It's a very big garage. The way this is going right now, I think maybe leaning more towards a 2-story. So we're going to start doing this. I think we're going to go 2-story. It'd be a lot better. Let's just build a traditional house. It'll be cooler. Stuff like that. I'm running out of pieces. I'm going to have to look for more. Now, when I build my doors, I'm going to put an exterior door right here. This is going to go out on the patio. Now, one of the things that I like to do when I use a door, and I thought I had found one, I guess I didn't. Let me go see if I can find one. So by doing my doors, here's a basic door, just a classic door that you used to see. Now, you could just put blocks underneath this and set this door on top, but I like to tile underneath my doors, so we don't want to do that. But one of the things I will do is I want to come in here and put a spacer right here. So you're going to have a little 1x3 gap. Now, I'm also going to put an interior door to the inside of the house. Where's the patio going to go? Well, I want the patio to be around 6 units. Maybe 8 units deep. Let's go 6 units. I think it'll look better. So, my best bet. Now, I'm also going to plan that there's going to be kitchen. There's going to be kitchen cabinets up here. I think I'm going to put my kitchen and dining room back here. So, I would need to probably get a 1x5. Well, there's no 1x5s. So what I'm going to do is just take a 1x3 and a 1x2, place them in like so, and we're done. Now I can get started on the rest of the house. And then again, I don't want to do that. Let's just do this. Now, as you see, I have a way to get into the garage, and I have a door outside from the garage, and I also have a door that goes into the kitchen. So let me get started and let's finish up the rest of the floor plan, shall we? Okay, I just finished up with the bottom of the first story of the house. Actually, it came out pretty good. This will be a 2-story, I just decided. So the first thing we got is the 2-car garage. This is going to be a kitchen, dining room, eating area. Takes you out on the back patio here. This is going to be a downstairs bathroom. This is going to be the living room and the entranceway. Now I have some stairs. I was getting questions on how to actually put the stairs in here. Well, I usually put in the bathroom underneath the stairs. So I'm just going to set my stairs like this. Well, yeah. And there you have it. So, when you put your landing up here, everything's going to look out perfect. Everything's the right height. What I'm probably going to do is put the toilet probably back here, or maybe the sink. Put the toilet back here. I'm not sure yet. Kitchen, I'm probably going to put the kitchen sink here, maybe the oven here, and see. And I remember that the gentleman's name. He actually made an actual fridge, which I'm probably going to do that here because I want to get more realistic into this. Okay, so also, this is going to be the fireplace. And I like to have a real chimney fireplace. I don't want just some dinky little silly thing coming out of the top of my house. So it's actually going to be, you can see down through it. The house will be probably about 12 inches, maybe 14 inches tall. So it'll be pretty tall. So there's the first story. Now you can see I have a lot of doors. This would be double doors. There's a couple of doors here. So as you may see, this is actually starting to look like a floor plan to a house. So map out where you want your windows at, and that's what these are for. You just, like, I'm going to put a door here, so I'm just going to set this here for a door. Maybe a window. I might put a window here. Maybe a whole bunch of windows here. You get the idea. Once I'm done with that, we'll be doing. The next video I'm going to be illustrating will be the garage, and actually how to build the doors. You know, the kitchen and bathroom, stuff like that. So you guys will get to see how I do this from start to finish. So just subscribe to me, add me as a friend, subscribe. You'll know what I'm doing, and I'll give you more details on how to actually build this stuff. So thanks for watching.